don't want you to go. You're like the sunshine in my life.
I'll be back so soon.
Well, can you come back earlier? Promise you'll come back.
Heard you moved out of town on the weekend. Understand, but I'm sad that you're leaving. Are you up making friends with the ceiling?
So you might be asking yourself, Natalie, why is your car all packed up again? Where could you possibly be going this time? Thank you for asking. The funny part of the story is I'm moving to Denver, and I know what you're thinking. The answer was, of course, what the answer always is for a single 20-something woman prone to a touch of melodrama: move to a different city. But this decision to drive across the country again, it is something that I really decided on in the last 2 weeks, but it's also something that I've been thinking about like since the day I got to Colorado. I think I just always had this expectation that I was going to go back to the East Coast. I've kind of realized that I don't think there's ever going to be a time when I don't want to be doing something in both places at the same time. Once I make my mind up about something, I can't really be stopped. I want just one person to tell me it's a bad idea, because last time no one told me it was a bad idea. Right now we're in Eagle, Colorado, I believe. This is the furthest west I've ever been. Well, that's not true. I've been to California multiple times, but by car, this is the furthest west I've ever made it, and we're gonna keep going. The story will unfold as this video goes on, but right now you're probably very confused, and I understand why.
Growing up is weird, fall in love for a year, and then I disappear. Wish that you were here.
I swear to God, I've crossed the Colorado River 6 times on this trip so far.
Growing up is strange, get too close, push away, thinking you will do the same. No regrets, no mistakes. Growing up is strange when the one who's to blame is looking at the mirror. Wish that you were here. Growing up is
Off-roading queen is back, what can I say? I saw 3 horses and 1 baby horse. So 4 horses. And that trail was so cool. I was like kind of hoping to see just wild horses running across the canyon. You know, like a movie scene, but life isn't a movie. So I just left colorful Colorado, and I must say I am always so impressed just by the variety of landscapes in Colorado. I just drove through, definitely wasn't my favorite, but still it's amazing. Now I'm in Utah, where the speed limit is 80, and I barely know what to do when the speed limit is 75, so
Under a pale blue sky, you never felt so cold. Another sleepless night. How could you ever let go? How do you recognize the dirty face of gold behind that crooked line where you never knew you'd go?
brush my teeth on the side of the road, check.
headed for the open door. Tell me what you're waiting for. Look across the great divide. Soon they're gonna hear the sound.
Reminds me of the Flatirons. Just got myself a few little goodies. In my Native American religion class, we learned about the Navajo sand paintings, and they had some little like mini ones, and they were really speaking to me, so I got one of those. And then I also got a pot that you can't see because she put it in bubble wrap, which I appreciate. I fantasize about one day being able to have plants that live longer than a week and a half. So I made it through the Canyonlands, as in the red part of Utah and Arizona. The whole time I just wanted it to be over because I was stressed, because there was very little civilization and B, the landscapes, while absolutely astounding, especially for someone coming from the East Coast, the Western landscapes, I've just never seen anything like it. I don't know if you heard, but I love trees and grass, and you would be really hard pressed to find a tree over 10 feet tall or green grass in the area that I drove through today. So now I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona, and honestly feel no need to continue the trip at this point. When I drove through the Rockies and when I drove through the mountains that I just drove through to get to Flagstaff, I was on the verge of tears because I was just like so moved by the scenery. Speaking of being on the verge of tears, every single email in my inbox makes me want to cry, and I'm homesick and I miss my friends, and I don't know why I still work at Starbucks. I think another unmet expectation that I've had for the past few months is just that I thought that I would have a professional, full-time, 9-to-5, whatever you want to call it, big girl, real job by now. In the last video where I talked about it, I said that it didn't bother me. I was just worried about what other people thought, and now it's kind of become the opposite because I've gotten a lot better just doing my own thing and not caring what other people think. I feel like I let myself down. In mid-December, this company that I interviewed for over the summer reached out to me, and I was so excited because this job was literally like my dream job. Unfortunately, I kind of got led on by them for months, and it was really hard because I couldn't get myself to apply for any other jobs while this job was on the table, but at the same time it kind of brought back a lot of this imposter syndrome that I was having because the interview process was just going on and on and on, and it's really frustrating that you put all of this effort into applying for this job, and every day I was just stressed because I was like, is this the day that I'm gonna find out that I'm not good enough for this? It's 88 degrees out and there's a Chick-fil-A hot air balloon in the sky. Can you guess where I am? Phoenix. They turned me on to the mango tango smoothie from Kneaders. It's so good.
You can keep me waiting on your word. Would you give me nothing in return?
Greetings from Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm going to go for a little swim because that is an option to me right now, and I love water. And my coworkers at Starbucks started to notice that I wasn't really acting like myself. I feel like I just got kind of complacent because when I first started working at Starbucks, I was getting fulfillment from it because it was an opportunity to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. Even when I got this job at Starbucks, which like kids who are still in high school can do, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure this out. One of the best things about working here is how it has helped me with my confidence. I've only been working here for like a month and it's already shown me I'm a fast learner and I can do things that I didn't think I could do. A lot of the parts of this job are things that I'm normally scared of, like small talk. I've had to just like figure out how to make it work. Starbucks has not only been one of my top 3 favorite jobs of all time, but just genuinely like one of the top 3 most formative experiences of my life. I've learned so much from working there. I could not be more excited to be leaving New Mexico. Yesterday, while I was driving through the desert, I was driving 70 because I just wanted it to be over because I'm scared of dust storms, a fear I didn't even know I had. Stat of the day, New Mexico is 0.2% water. I should have known I wasn't gonna like it here. I am just so happy because I literally have the best friends ever. I've been sending them my route every day, and I feel like without them, I would have been a lot more scared to go on this trip.
We are young, we run green, we got tea, nice and clean. See our friends, see the sights, feel alright.
White Sands has been on my bucket list for a really long time, and I'm not super impressed by this. Honestly, compared to the Great Sand Dunes, I don't know how this is a national park. Sunglasses are required though for this. I just tried to take them off and almost got blinded. One of my coworkers casually said, I thought you should have one partner of the quarter. And I felt like kind of disappointed in myself because I feel like I've made so much progress in not doing things for external validation. And I'm like, why am I still getting excited about this idea of winning an award, partner of the quarter, and qualifying for Boston? Like, why can I just accept that I'm a good person and I'm a good athlete, and like I don't need these accolades to prove that? The other thing that I've been thinking about a lot is this idea of like lifting other people up. I might not win this award and somebody else will, and just being happy for them instead, because you can't have a good day every day. And you're hurting yourself more than anyone else if you can't be happy for other people. If I get to celebrate with the people who did win the award, then I get to share in their joy and be happy for them, and they get to be happy too. And the more that you lift others up, like I want everyone to be the best version of themselves. And in turn, by surrounding myself by people who are doing their best, then I in turn will rise. I'm looking forward to today because I'm going to be driving on Route 66 today and doing some classic American tourist things, I guess. And also the next 2 days I have some shorter driving trips because I'm a working girl again. I had a few days off, but I'm starting a couple of internships that I'm starting today, which may bring up the question that you have been asking yourself, like what is your plan?
41 degrees the overnight low. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy through the mid-morning, gradually clearing. We'll see a high of 84. Overnight, mostly clear, low 43. So it's very warm. It gets darn near freezing again. I don't know, man. I feel like an aged bourbon.
I don't know why, but I just feel like I need a root beer float right now, which is funny because that's actually something I've never had before. When we were kids, we used to always go to this place called the Root Beer Stand in Kalamazoo, Michigan. In Denver, there was like an A&W place, and it always looked really appealing to me. So I'm at an A&W in Oklahoma City, and I'm gonna get myself a root beer float, and we're gonna try it. I've cried on 2 out of 4 days of this trip, and this song is gonna make it happen again. Whoa. Oh, that's really good. Oh, it's really good. I didn't technically quit Starbucks. I'm taking a leave of absence. So I will have like a backup plan when I go back to Colorado. Since I graduated, I just am constantly thinking, where am I going to live in a month from now? And I decided I need to just settle down for a little while. So I decided I want to get a 1-year lease in Denver. So that's one of the reasons why my parents have a bunch of extra furniture. I've talked about this before. I want to just have my stuff and like have an apartment and have furniture, have a bed, have sheets on my bed. How did I decide on Denver? I don't know, because when I ask myself what is my favorite city that I've ever lived in, and the answer is, I'm not a rational person. I have never made a rational decision in my life. Because if I were a rational person, the rational thing to do would be to fly back home, get my stuff, maybe get a U-Haul, drive it back, and then get a lease and become a Colorado resident, register my car in Colorado. These are the rational things, and I think these, but then I just make the complete opposite decision.
I catalog the good times and the ones that kill me. Like what's a good night if you've never had a bad one? Waiting on a plane.
Oh my gosh, fish!
Back to when I was with her.
Hi!
And now my flight's delayed. Like a smile when I said I missed her. Never ready for November. Think I was a bottle in.
I almost just walked just straight off there instead of over here. That's how they get rid of the evil spirits. Oh, look. He's so cute.
Take it all and bury the photos in the basement.
Gosh, I just can't get over all of the tulips. This is so magical, oh my gosh. So my dream life is basically to move every couple months.
Sometimes it's better to be alone.
What do you mean?
Nobody can hurt you.
When I get comfortable and start making friends, I freak out and feel the need to leave. I don't like staying in one place because I want to travel. I don't like traveling for short term because you don't get to see as much as you want. Everywhere I go, I just want to see more. When I was visiting my brother in Houston a few weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, like I could really see myself here because there was a good smoothie place. One of my friends said, it's okay to travel, but you need to have a home base. This place is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. Even though it's like a really gross day. Now that I'm thinking about Juiceland though, I really want a smoothie bowl. Oh my god guys, it's my first sight of an Aldi.
I'm in transit, but stranded on this boat. And I pledge myself allegiance to a better night sleep at home. And the sweet, sweet sun's coming down hard. The sun's coming down hard. It burns the bones. So hold a hand for cover. Hold a hand for cover. Hold a hand for cover from home. Don't change a thing. Arms feeding feet on. Birds gonna sing their swims.
We're in Nashville. The first time I've seen street lights in 5 days.
And when we looked outside, couldn't even see the sky. How do you pay the rent? Is it your parents? Or is it hard work here? Holding the atmosphere.
Skills have improved. That is a piece of good news, I would say.
My bus isn't coming for 20 minutes, so I found myself a nice patch of grass and I'm enjoying a sparkling strawberry juice beverage. I need to film this final scene of this vlog and I just don't want to.
I don't have time to play guitar. I miss my friends. Miss my room. Don't have time anymore.
Wait, can you explain what that means?
It's like a saying.
But it's like a new saying, like it's a pop culture thing.
Yeah. It's just like someone on TikTok probably started it and was just like, took a picture of some cute people doing cute things and was like, oh, I'm just watching this guy's form of core memory. Like core memory is just like something you're gonna like remember for the rest of your life. Or like
This is definitely a core memory.
yeah, unforgettable, whether you want to or not.
This is a good batch.
Yeah, isn't it? The other week you finish an entire bag in a day.
I eat a box of cookies every day.
What? What kind of cookies? Girl Scout cookies?
The M&M ones that come in the 36 pack.
You eat 36 cookies every day?
When you say it like that,
You don't look like you eat 36 cookies a day.
really,
Yeah.
that's reassuring.